In April of 1848, my sister Emily and I boarded a ship in Washington, D.C. We weren't alone. Our brothers were with us. Families were with us. Men, women, children.
77 enslaved people attempting to escape together, not toward the South, toward freedom.
On the night of April 15th, 1848, 77 enslaved people slipped away from homes and workplaces across Washington. Their destination was the schooner Pearl, waiting along the waterfront. Their plan was astonishingly bold: sail down the Potomac, enter the Chesapeake Bay, then turn north toward Pennsylvania and freedom. It would become the largest recorded escape attempt by enslaved people in American history.
Washington disappeared behind us. For the first time, freedom wasn't hundreds of miles away. We were moving toward it.
But the Pearl depended upon something no one aboard could control: the wind. After traveling more than 100 miles, severe weather prevented the schooner from entering the Chesapeake. The Pearl was forced to anchor near Point Lookout, Maryland, and behind them, the pursuit had already begun.
Then, someone saw smoke on the horizon.
Slaveholders in Washington had discovered the escape. A pursuing steamer raced down the Potomac. Near Point Lookout, it found the Pearl. 77 people who had risked everything for freedom were captured and taken back to Washington. When the prisoners were returned to Washington, an angry pro-slavery crowd awaited them. Violence erupted in the city. The freedom seekers were taken to jail. According to accounts of the incident, someone in the crowd demanded to know whether the Edmondson sisters were ashamed of what they had done. Emily's answer was extraordinary.
We would do it again.
We had tried to escape slavery. Now, they intended to make us pay for it. Slave traders came to the jail. They began buying us.
One of the men who purchased a group of freedom seekers from the Pearl was one of America's most powerful slave traders based in Baltimore. His name was Hope H. Slatter. Their attempt to reach freedom had carried them down the Potomac. Their capture now carried many of them in the opposite direction, into the epicenter of America's domestic slave trade in Baltimore. Slatter operated from 224 West Pratt Street, at the intersection of Pratt and Howard, only blocks from Baltimore's harbor and transportation corridors. Completed in 1838, his compound was one of the city's largest and most notorious slave trading facilities. From Pratt Street, it could resemble the prosperous home and business of a successful Baltimore merchant. But behind it stood a prison. High brick walls enclosed a courtyard. Windows were barred. Gates were locked. Inside, enslaved black men, women, and children were confined while they awaited sale or transportation south. Slatter's jail was more than a place of imprisonment. It was a commercial hub. Slave traders passing through Baltimore could pay to hold enslaved people there. Buyers came to inspect them. Transactions were recorded. Money changed hands. And when a sale was completed, Baltimore's proximity to ships, roads, and railroads made it possible to move people hundreds or thousands of miles away. Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas. For families imprisoned here, a sale could mean permanent separation. Over 10,000 enslaved people passed through Slatter's operation during his years in Baltimore. And in the spring of 1848, the failed escape aboard the Pearl brought another group of freedom seekers into his hands. They had boarded one ship, hoping it would carry them toward freedom. Now Baltimore's slave trade threatened to put them aboard another, headed south.
But our family had not given up.
The Pearl never reached freedom, but its story did.